Hi guys, this is Ria from That Girl with Books. I am here with a new reading vlog that is with office or workplace romance. I have been watching so many reading vlogs that I had to make a video on. The very first novel in this is Egomaniac by V. Kalin. Egomaniac is basically about Drew, who is a divorce attorney, and about Emery, who is a marriage counselor. So Drew is a lawyer and he is having his workplace renovated, and he's on vacation. When he comes back on the eve of New Year, she finds a woman in a storage room standing on a table and sorting out some kind of shit or documents, and he is kind of shocked that how come a woman has entered his workplace. And whereas Emery, she's arranging the office in the storage room because she thinks that it's her office, because she is conned by someone by saying that this place is now yours, you have to give me rent, some kind of thing. So Drew works his charm on her when they sort out things, that how it's his place and he has it renovated, and she thinks that now it's her place. So he takes pity on her because he kind of likes her after their first meeting, and tells her that you can share my workplace in favor of returning my office calls until my secretary comes back. So there are also a lot of things and scenes in this novel that concentrated on the character development and how Drew and Emery become enemies to friends, and how they share this office workspace, and how they fall in love by sharing the workspace. And there are kind of scenes when there is pull and push between the both, and how he is kind of jealous when she tells that I like someone, and we see Drew that he is kind of some what we say a frustrated character, but because he has this attitude that I kind of own the world, and everyone loves me, women fall at my feet, and he's kind of a man war. But how Emery changes him, and how this story takes place, how this is a journey of Drew and Emery, and how past unfolds in Drew's life, and how Emery reacts to it, how their relationship reacts to it. The novel is so the second novel is Bossman, and this is also by V. Kalin. Bossman is kind of a standalone, opens up to Reese, our heroine, yet on another disastrous state, and calling her best friend that please rescue me, only to be overheard by Chase Parker, a Bossman, the hero of the novel. There are several hilarious moments between Reese and Chase before they kind of develops into this relationship, where is Chase her boss and she works for him, and they develop this like what we say a kind of relationship in the workplace. Here, Reese has her own reasons why she doesn't want a relationship with Chase, not to be a fling, and Chase has his reasons that why he doesn't want to get involved with a woman, and why he doesn't want it to be more than some kind of fling or sort of. What I like most about in this novel was it was told from dual perspective, and there was so many hilarious situations between them, and the banter was off charts, and it includes kind of forbidden romance, unsolved past that was brewing between the present romance between Reese and Chase Parker. I definitely recommend this one because it's a one read go, and you will literally laugh your ass out while reading this one. This one is Boss I Love to Hate by Mia Kaila. This is also kind of a standalone, though it is a series named by Briskin Brothers series, but obviously this series denotes like three different brothers, and three different brothers have different books. So this one can be counted as a standalone, and it is an office romance. The story is about Brad and Sonia. Sonia is the basically like sassy kick-ass heroine, and she isn't impressed by her boss money or his good looks, and she kinds of gives him double attitude when he kinds of act as a joke towards her, and whatnot. It's kind of of a second chance at romance, and it is also a rom-com, and these two characters never really dated in the novel, and though there's some kind of fake dating in this one, and they never really truly dated because they haven't had the desire towards each other, but this desire sparks between them when a deal is struck between Sonia and Brad, where Sonia says that please be my fake date to this wedding, her best friend's wedding, where her ex is coming. So when the ex comes back in Sonia's life, Brad is kind of all protective and possessive, and now he thinks that she's the one I'm looking for, and now he has to prove his worth to Sonia, and now he's all set to make everything good and cool between them, to show her that he really kind of loves her. He kind of likes to spend time with her and whatnot. So how Brad convinces Sonia, the novel is all about. And I also like the part where Brad nieces are introduced, and those nieces are kick-ass. One is, I guess, 3-year-old something, and another is a teenager, and she kind of have a teenage problem, and Brad asks help from Sonia, and now she is like, okay, I'll help you with this, but then you have to help me in return, and that's how the deal is struck between them. So I definitely recommend this one. So the next novel is We Shouldn't by V. Kalin. Again, this is an office romance, but it also falls under the trope of enemies to lovers. So the novel is basically about Bennett and Annalise. Annalise and Bennett are kind of co-workers because their companies have been merged, and now they're competing for the same position. That puts them in the position where they have to fight for the job, and now they're kind of rivals because Bennett doesn't want to lose his position. He has worked too hard, and Annalise have done the same. So Bennett was not an easy character to love because there has been comments made by Bennett on Annalise where he says that you only got this far in this in this world, in this workplace world, because of your women benefits, which kind of irritates me. But it was a nice novel, and we also have hints where it is told that Bennett has some kind of tortured past, and he has obviously gone through something, and it also includes a woman, but what made me feel like Bennett was a human was the kind of relationship he had with his 12-year-old godson, which was off charts. He was totally in love with his godson, and he used to help him in football, in everything. And when Annalise and Bennett start to spend time with each other, past is coming on the shore, and then Annalise realizes why he is what he is, and whatever his past is, or whatever his today's current situation is because of his past, why he doesn't believe in relationships, why he doesn't believe that women should be equal or equality, and what else. What I liked most was, even if Bennett was a frustrating character, the constant push and pull between them was too good, and what we say. But once we get to know that what Bennett past was all about, what Annalise past was all about, how he then tried to make amends with Annalise, how he really worked hard for her, and how they fall in love, and we kind of see that they are actually falling for each other, like some kind of slow burn romance. That was really, really good. I definitely recommend. Next is Pick 6 by Max Marine. So this kinds of also an office romance, but it also comes under the genre where the player or the protagonist is some kind of in sports. So the novel is about Six Millon and Sean Phillips. Six Millon is sassy, smarky, snarky, sarcastic, all the three S, and whereas Sean is hot character, and he has a body to be devoured and whatnot, and he plays for New York team, and he plays football. So Six is a hilarious vlogger who is kind of hired by Georgia Brooks, and to do a special film kind of thing on the Mavericks team, and Scene plays for that team, and that's how Scene and Six meets for the very first time in the office of this that is situated on, I guess, 9th Avenue, and their first meeting is kind of really hilarious, and for that you have to definitely read the novel. What I like most in this novel was Pick Six was a feel-good book, hilarious, definitely, sassy and snarky and sarcastic, definitely, and what not sexual tension was between them, definitely, check, check, check. And Scene and Six were like dynamic, their relationship was dynamic, their banter was off charts, the pranks they pulled on each other was off charts, and prank Six pick on like Scene and his football teammates, and how she developed a relationship not with Scene but also with his teammates was also too good, and it was like a real good book. And Six is not kind of a woman who like falls for Scene just because he's hot and he plays football and he has a body to be devoured. She kind of makes work Scene for her because he's kind of having man war ways, and now he has to prove his worth to Six because he can't lose her. He actually loves her nature, loves her sarcasm and whatnot. So how Six makes her work, and how Six actually falls in love with Scene and Scene falls in love with Six, the novel is all about. I definitely recommend this one. Well, that was my favorite office romance books, and I would definitely like to know about yours. Do tell me in the comment section. I'll definitely try to read them if I haven't. And that's all I have for you in this video. Again, thank you so much for watching and have a good day.